Hey, what's up guys, it's MrEazed here today, and what you're seeing on your screen right now is a free-to-play first-person shooter game called District 187. Before I start off, I must say that this game looks a lot like Art of Combat, but does not perform like in any ways. Because Art of Combat is like a fast-paced shooter, when this is like a medium to slow to fast-paced shooter, depending on what map you're playing. I've been trying to get some gameplay on Art of Combat, but it seems like Webtoon has blocked some countries, including Australia and New Zealand, so I'm hoping they unblock the country so everybody can have fun around the world. Anyway, so let me tell you a bit about this game. This game was released on November 20th, 2012. It had an amazing response. The audience did like this game, however it seems like it wasn't as much as a response the developers expected, so to step it up, they released it on Steam. It was first released on Steam on December the 19th, 2012. After that, they did get a much larger audience playing the game. Now let me tell you a little bit about what the weapons I prefer in this game and what I recommend to you as well. So the current classes, the weapon classes they have in this game are assault rifle, shotgun, and sniper rifle. They don't have much guns because they're still in beta, but I'm sure on its final release we'll be having many other weapons, including submachine guns, which are really like one of the best classes you can get in a game, in mostly any game. The weapon I prefer right now is the AK-74, which is available to buy in the shop for a minimum of 1 day on the price of 1,700 gold. The gold is basically like GP, and then you have cash, which is like in real life cash, called cash, yeah, and then but in Combat Arms it's called NX. Anyways, so there is only two handguns at this point in the game, which are one, the G19, the default semi-auto pistol you get as you start as the game, which I use pretty much, and two, the Desert Eagle, which you can buy in the shop. But personally, looking at the game, nobody uses pistols as backup weapons, as they're like pretty much still weak. So instead of that, everyone uses their melee weapons as backup weapons, because they're much faster and they take out the enemies much quicker than pistols do. So in the melee weapons section, you have a few choices. Number one, you have the default M9 knife, which I do not recommend as it is very weak. Number two, you have the combat knife, which is one of the best knives in the game as of now in my opinion, because it is very fast and does decent enough damage to take out an enemy. Number three, a meat axe, a slow but powerful weapon, but in a fast-paced shooter you're gonna have to keep up with the rest, so I do not recommend this either. Last but not least, you have the hand axe. It is exactly the same as the last one, but it comes in different size and different looks. The statistics are same in both the meat and hand axe. Last but not least, you have your explosives here. You have a short choice between the M67 frag and the smoke grenade. Grenade, as the first one says, it's a frag. So it will explode and create an explosion, which is pretty obvious. And the second one, by its name, it says a smoke grenade. So obviously it's going to let out smoke, and both of these grenades can be used extremely usefully if used in the correct situations. So such as like say an enemy is in like a building, you can throw your frag in and blow the shit out of them. And say you're getting attacked by a bunch of people, you can just throw your smoke grenade and run the hell out of there. So that's all I wanted to say. Basically the main weapons which I had to talk about in this commentary. Next time we will talk about the characters customizations and the weapon customization section. Until then, if this video helped you, please leave a like. That's all I want. It helps a lot. MrEazed out. After a few months, they've released a new game, Shadow Company. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know that what Shadow Company is, but rocking his M9 veteran knife and the L961 Arctic Wolf. Climbs the tower, sees the first guy, peekaboos him, scares the shit out of him. Sees the last guy, brings a telephone to Superman, into combat arms.